Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel Mo Digging. It's good to see you once again. Well, I was a little short on time this week, but I did manage to go out to a site that had some pretty old finds. I found some pretty cool stuff that I would like to share with you. So let's get straight to metal detecting. Hey, and welcome back everybody. Good to see you again. Well, I've been out here for probably an hour and a half now and have dug up a little bit of change and a bunch of trash, as you can see in there. I do have a few older finds, I will say. I have like a little brass clasp, which is probably from the 1800s, and then I got a piece of a harmonica reed, so I am finding some old stuff. But I was going to show you this. I may or may not have my first piece of silver for the week. I just popped this out. It was a pull tab signal, and it's hollow. It looks to be a little piece of like a Victorian era utensil, I think. Like I said, I think it's hollow, but man, it cleans up pretty well. I think that's actually silver, so not bad. We're going to put that away and keep on detecting. That's a promising start to the week. Just got myself a 6970 signal here on the Fisher Gold Bug Pro. Pretty good machine. It's what I like and what I use all the time. But I just popped this out of the ground. I just got a little electrical connector for a Ford. And I want to say this is for like a Model T. You can actually see where it says Ford right there. So, not a bad find. We'll take that. I do like finding some of the old automobile memorabilia. So, let's get back to metal detecting. For those that watch my channel, you probably know that I like to investigate the iron signals. And this one paid off once again. I just got myself a real loud low iron signal and decided to investigate it right here, and I got myself another pocket knife, it looks like, stuck in the roots in the grass. Don't know if that's a name brand knife, but it looks pretty good still. Stainless steel, I think. Something I'll be able to salvage, so not bad. I do recommend that you, when you get those kind of low iron signals, try and investigate a few, because you will find stuff that's kind of cool. Just got myself a 72 signal right here at about 3 inches down and popped out a ring. And I may have a piece of silver. I'm not really sure, but let's take a look together. It is a questionable find, not a very big ring. It's kind of child size, but it looks pretty good. I don't know. It cleans up like silver, and it's pretty thin, so a 72 signal could definitely be kind of a more thin piece of silver. It could also be plated. I don't know. Give me a moment to clean that up. It is kind of to my surprise, but that actually is a little piece of silver. It is not a very pretty ring. It's in pretty bad shape, kind of tarnished and beaten up a little bit, but it is marked 925 there inside the band. I got it upside down, but yeah, a little piece of silver. We'll take that. I am very happy anytime I can pull a little bit of silver out of the ground, so let's get back at it. Well, I really don't know what I have here, you guys. I just decided to investigate a low 60 signal and pop my plug, and I've got two weird little things sitting here that we're going to take a look at together. So give me just a second. Like I said, I really don't know what I have. There's the first object right there, kind of a strange looking little thing. And there is the other one. Is it silver? I don't really know. It's almost like an Aztec Mayan looking thing. Maybe silver. I don't know. It could also be plated. I kind of see some yellow leaking through there. What is that? I don't really have any idea. I guess it's jewelry. Maybe. Oh, yeah, there you go. It's on a chain, I guess. Wow. It's weird. Oh, you know what it is? I bet it's cufflinks. Some sort of weird Mayan cufflink thing. I've never seen that before. Well, very good. We'll take that. You just never know what you're going to pull out of the ground when you're metal detecting. So, kind of strange. Just got my first key for the week, which is kind of cool. Kind of an older key. But shortly thereafter, I got myself a little 7071 signal and popped out a little tag that looks interesting too. So let's take a look at that together. It was not very deep, but it looks enticing. It looks like it might be kind of a cool little tag. What is this? Is it an animal tag maybe? What is that? Huh. Columbia 188 CTP 1914. Huh. I don't know what that is. It's got 2 holes in it, obviously, and I've seen dog tags of that era that have the holes like that, but I don't know what CTP would stand for. That's pretty interesting. I may have to do a little bit of research on that, but it's a pretty cool find. We will take that. I did not show you guys all of these coming out of the ground just a moment ago, but I went back over my hole and found a few more pieces of whatever this was. Now I don't think it was a cufflink. I think it was actually a little bracelet, and it's all in pieces. And if you look at this, it says 925. So I've got some more silver right here, which is kind of cool. But take a look at this. A little ways down the hillside, I just popped this out, 71 signal, and looked at that, and I was like, maybe that's another piece of silver too. And sure enough, it's marked sterling. I have no idea what this is. That is such a weird looking piece of silver. It may be like off of a piece of flatware or something like that, or some sort of utensil, but I don't know. Maybe it was meant to pull something up. That is so weird. Very strange piece of sterling silver. Anybody out there have any better idea than me? I'd love for you to tell me, but not sure about that, but that is cool. Old piece of silver. Well, I'm kind of kicking myself on this find, you guys. I had to dig around and pop it out from underneath of a rock. You can see where it was sitting in the ground just a moment ago. You can even see some of the letters there. But it's this find, and it's a key, but it's actually more of a medallion than anything. It says State Meeting, June 16th through 17th, 1910. BPOE Mexico, Missouri. Huh, never seen that before. I'm trying to decipher what BPOE would mean. Something equestrian. Obviously, it has a horse there, so I don't know. Very interesting find. Never seen that before, so we'll take it. Well, everybody, I have no idea what I just popped out of the ground here. I got a low 80 signal and dug a little bit of soil out, and I've got a big coin that does not appear to be a quarter or a $50. It's kind of in between, I would say. It's closer to about the size of a $50, but I don't know what it is. Is it a token, perhaps? Oh, you know what? I actually don't know what that is. That's a Guatemalan coin. What the hell? I've actually been to the country of Guatemala, and that's one of their coins. How weird is that? Why is that out here? Kind of a strange find. 1996, I think it says there at the bottom. Pretty cool. I don't know that I've ever dug up a coin from Guatemala, so we'll put it away. It is getting pretty dark out here, but I just got myself a 79 signal and popped this out of the ground. Let's find out what we have. Looks to be a token. Pin Pan Alley Arcade. That's pretty cool. No cash value, and it says the same down there, Pin Pan Alley. There was actually one of these arcades at my local mall growing up. I can actually still remember this, so not bad. Got us a cool old token from probably like the mid-90s, I would say. I just popped something out of the ground that I have not found in a little while, and it's kind of cool. It was a mid-60 signal at about 7 inches down, I would say. So it sounded like a pull tab. It looks to be like a little brooch, but if you turn it over, it appears to be a cameo, an older cameo. Well, that's kind of neat. Give me just a second to clean that up. Maybe we'll get a little bit of more detail off of it. Not sure what that is meant to represent. It is certainly a pretty cool find, though. It's a woman of some sort, and I would say that's probably about 1900. Not sure what it's made out of either. It could be plastic, so it could be more modern. I don't know, but been finding a lot of stuff from like 1900 to 1920 right in this area, so I would say it's about that same age. Yeah, little cameo brooch. Pretty cool find. All right, you guys, I'm back at the house now, so let's go over all my finds from this week. Well, guys, it's kind of cold out right now, but we're going to try and go around the board. But first, we're going to come over here and just look at the trash. I did manage to accumulate a little bit of that this week, but not as much as I normally do. So if you're going to go out and metal detect, please take your trash with you. It really does protect our hobby. Got some trash out of the ground this week. We'll come over here and look at the pull tabs, because I found at least 50 or 75 pull tabs this week. I was digging the low tones, and it actually paid off for the silver this week. I found quite a bit of silver. We'll get to that here in just a moment. Don't know what that is. Kind of a strange little find there. It's got some wood attached to it. Does anybody have an idea what that is? Because I'm not sure. There's a little piece of brass there. Some odds and ends. Got me some zip tabs from the early 1960s. A little buckle right there. Not sure what this stainless steel utensil was. Maybe a spatula or something. I don't really know. There's my change for the week. Not a whole lot of change. There's maybe $1.50 or $2 and change. But I'll clean that up and cash it in for some old coin. Got myself a Gerber pocket knife in pretty good shape. I'll be able to use that still, so that's kind of cool. A little piece of lead. I think it's lead type. Piece of a harmonica reed, a small piece of it. These are actually garter buckles or just pieces of garter. My dad thankfully identified these. I wasn't sure what they were, but that's a pretty neat little find for a lady's garter. Some little more pieces of lead. Pin Pan Alley token from like the 80s or the 90s. That little piece of the electrical circuitry out of an old Ford. I got myself a lighter sitting in the grass. We'll come here in the middle and look at the better stuff. What do we have here? There are all those little pieces of what's like a Mayan silver bracelet, I guess is what you would call that. Kind of a strange find, but there's some silver right there. There's another piece of silver, a little 925 ring. That's pretty cool. Got me some more silver. State meeting for the Elks. It's a really cool find from 1910. There's a key right there. My only key for the week. Some little bits and bobs right there. Guatemalan coin. Never found one of those before. There's a bullet. I got myself this little cameo. Neat little find right there. Not sure what the material is, if that's carved stone or what, but that's what I would guess it probably is. There's a relief of a woman on there. Neat find. Here's some more silver. This little sterling piece of stamped silver. Not exactly sure what it was, but it may be a handle off of something. So pretty neat find. Marked sterling right there. And then I also dug this up. It was my first piece. First piece of silver for the week, and that also is marked sterling. I assume that's off of some sort of utensil. So kind of a cool little find right there. And then here's my favorite find. This little tag from 1914. I think it's an animal tag, but I'm not entirely sure. I could be wrong about that. It's a pretty cool find right there. All in all, we found a few pretty cool things in my 5 or 6 hours of metal detecting. Didn't get rich, but had a really good time. As always, I certainly appreciate you guys watching the channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye now.